let me go ahead and hit record. Next week, we're going to talk about running effective challenge groups. And I've actually asked Christy to kind of talk to you guys because she's so much better than I ever was as a coach, like at engaging her challengers and giving them little pop-up challenges through the week and, all kinds of stuff. She's really good at encouraging them to post in the group and to share stuff themselves. And that that helps the challenger be more successful. That helps them to stick with what they're doing. And it also is very effective at turning challengers into coaches, which is a big, big part of this business if you're planning to grow your business. So hopefully that'll work out. She's at home with Connor a lot alone, so hopefully she'll be able to get on the call next Monday night and do that. And Becca, I want to talk to you later about talking about something later this month too. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you guys, and we will just get started. Let's see. So April was kind of a hard month for a lot of, even me, my Success Club points weren't as high as they normally were. But I hit my goal, but it just kind of seemed a little bit slower. And even Melanie says that a lot. Like April was just a tough month. I don't know where people were, but April was just a tough month, and that's okay. You're going to have those months. Honestly, people were paying taxes. People were busy with all kinds of stuff. I don't know. It was just a weird month, but I'm excited about May. Let me ask, Tracy, did you ever get that 6 points last month?
I didn't look, but I thought I did. I'm going to look right now.
It's still saying 4 points, but you might just check to see if you had 3 challenge pack orders in your orders. And if you did, we need to get that fixed.
Okay.
You get credit for that. But since you signed up in April, you technically have April, May, June, and July to hit your 3 months, so if you got 6 points last month, you got 6 points. We need to get that straight now.
Yeah.
And Lauren, I wish she was on. I think she's going to get on at some point. But that girl, she worked her tail off last month. And she thought she had somebody at the last hour, and then they didn't commit. And anyways, it broke my heart. But she is such a trooper, and I'm so, so proud of her. She's the one who, her twins came out of isolation, basically. They had been cooped up in her house all year, and they had a big birthday party, and then her grandfather died. And I was just really, really proud of her. But anyways, so that was last month. But May is a brand new month, clean slate, and hopefully people are going to be excited about getting in shape for summertime. But for the challenge pack sales, so every month Beachbody comes out with new challenge pack sales. And so this month the big sales are Insanity Max 30 and Size. So Max 30, you guys, if you haven't done it, it's a pretty, it's kind of an intense program. I loved it. I love Shanti, but honestly, my body hurt a little bit after I did it consistently for a while. But it's a really good program for people who love cardio. Like if they love cardio, they want to get in, get out, and do it. It's a very effective program. It follows the color-coded portion container program too, like the 21-day fix. I don't think it actually comes with the containers, but it has the same meal planning guide and all that. So Max 30 with the Shakeology is on sale for $140, and that's a really good deal because it's normally like $180. I think it's normally $180. The Insanity Max 30 Kickstart, if you ever see Kickstart next to a challenge pack, that means it comes with a 3-day refresh in addition to everything else is $180. So that's a huge deal right there. Same thing for Size. Size is on sale for $140. Size is dance. Okay. So if you talk to a challenger who, especially I find that challengers who are really overweight and they just don't like to exercise, Size to me personally, I have it. I did it. It was not much of a workout for me, but for somebody who doesn't move a lot and they just need something to get them up off the couch and a good meal planning guide, something to follow, it too follows the color-coded portion container system. Size is a good program for somebody like that. It just gets them moving. And, it's fun. Now, Shanti is shaking his booty up there, and he has got some moves and some skills. So it is fun, but to me, it just didn't feel like much of a cardio workout. But those are the challenge pack sales. And so my suggestion for you guys, and I'm going to do that this week. One day this week, I'm probably going to swap out my 22-minute cardio for Insanity Max 30 and do it as my morning workout. And if you don't have the program, you can still do there should be a trial workout in Beachbody On Demand. So if you want to give it a try and talk about it and say you did it and, if you liked it, whatever, I'll probably do like a video of it and share it just so that, and then I'll talk about, so that people are aware what the program is, even though I've done it in the past. But just because it's on sale, that's kind of like a marketing thing I would do. I'm not going to say, hey, this is on sale, or post this image on Facebook or anything, but I'm going to do it and just talk about it just in case anybody might want to do that program. So those are the Challenge Pack sales for this month. And then, of course, the Club Challenge Pack is $140 as well. 21-day fix is at regular price. It's $160. So that's kind of that's the price range that most of my challengers fall in, honestly, the $140 to $160 range. So those are the ones on sale. As far as Success Club, I don't know if you guys read this in the Coach Online office, but for those of you who are going to Summit, so Tracy, did you ever hear back about Summit?
I don't know. I had to join the wait list with another email address, and so I don't know.
Did you tell them that you signed up the day before? Because that day before was kind of like the deadline. Okay.
They said that they couldn't help me. They said I should use the Comcast email, which I don't remember seeing that on that original waitlist thing. I mean, it was like the next day I saw it.
Okay, well, maybe a miracle will happen.
Right.
But so for Summit, like if you hit Success Club 10, okay, in May and June, you get to go to an exclusive Success Club party. I went last year. It was fun. It was downtown, outside in Nashville. And this year it's like 70s themed. I'm not a big 70s themed person, but it's
80s.
Was it 80s?
It's 80s.
Oh, maybe it was 80s.
I heard that on the call. I listened to it.
Oh, did you? I haven't listened to it yet. Okay, so it's 80s. That's a little better. I can do 80s. I don't enjoy 70s dress up. But anyways, so it's just a chance to be there and to we met Carl Deichler last year outside, and it's just a lot of fun. It's really hot, but it's a lot of fun. But anyways, so I think that's a Thursday night. So that's if you hit Success Club 10 this month and in June. So that's one of the incentives. And you can read about it at FAQ 3684. If you hit Success Club 5 this month, you get invited to, I didn't even type this up right. I put FQ. You get invited to an exclusive, like these Darren Hardy, a lot of these big name personal development people will do special podcasts or videos just for Beachbody coaches. And so if you hit Success Club 5, you get an invite to listen to that. And I know that doesn't sound as exciting as a party or, maybe some Beachbody swag, but there's some golden nuggets in these webcasts and these things from these leaders, these personal development leaders. And so that's kind of I enjoy those things. And I know that I always get a lot out of it. So Success Club 5, we can all do that. And then also in May and June, April, May, June, I can't remember. I have to look at the FAQ too. But if your Success Club points, the more you earn, they double those points so that next year, whenever we sign up for seems so far away, but for the 2018 Success Club trip, you get moved up the ladder basically, and you get to register earlier than other people and get your spot for that trip. So the more Success Club points you get, the farther you go up that ladder. So that's kind of a big deal too, because I'm still on the wait list for the 2017 trip. I hope to get off soon, but there's no guarantee. So the earlier you can register, the better your chances of going are. And guys, if anybody wants to go on that 2017 trip, you can still go and get on the wait list. There's no guarantees, but you can still get on the list. It's fun and it's an awesome time. So those are the promotions, and I shared. But talking about marketing, so every month in my business, I lay out. I don't always create a calendar. I do most months because it gives me a visual, and now I try to give you guys a visual. But I lay out my month, and it helps me know when I need a challenge group ad created, what I'm inviting to, when our weekly calls are, I even put our calls up in our family calendar in here so that Matt knows whenever I have calls and stuff like that. But it just helps me stay organized and kind of feel like I'm not running around like a crazy person. And so this is what I have created for May. So my challenge group typically, honestly, usually starts the second Monday of the month. But because May was a little different and we kind of just jumped into May, I moved it to the 16th, especially for my newer coaches to invite to that. So my challenge group starts May 16th. I always have a theme for my challenge groups. I don't just say, hey, I'm running a challenge group. Do you want to join me? Like, I always come up with a theme, even if it's something, just seems silly, this month it's called Summer Strong. Last month, I've done ones for busy moms. I've, holiday survival groups. I've done Spring into Shape, but it always surrounds like a theme. And so for me, Summer Strong, what I'm focusing on is that, summer's coming. I'm going to be home with my kids. I'm thinking about things, fast, easy meals that I can do with them. I'm talking about, where I was this time 2 years ago and the fact that I was overweight for myself. I was never really heavy, but I was not in good shape. I felt horrible about the way I looked. I did not want to put on shorts. I did not want to put on a bathing suit, and just how this has changed me and helped me be stronger physically and mentally and spiritually, obviously for my family and to be able to enjoy my family. So when I do that, I create a challenge group theme. Well, somebody said they were waiting on the Jab, 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 Right Hook book. Was that you, Becca? Yeah. Okay. So Melanie taught me this, and I learned this after I read that book. But so I'll create a theme, and basically I will kind of like drop little nuggets, little kind of hints at what my theme is going to be. So, I've already put my challenge group out there. I put out the challenge group ad last night, and it's called Summer Strong. And I wrote that about my story and about how, it helped me get back in shape and to feel better and to enjoy my time with my kids. And just because I'm talking about my kids doesn't mean that like it's a mother focused group. That's just my story. So now I will follow that up. So I will start talking about, I'll get up tomorrow morning and I'll do my workout. Like I got up this morning, I did my workout. I posted a picture and I talked about how I just did not want to roll out of bed. Like it was so hard to get out of bed. And so this summer, like when I'm home with my kids, it's so important for me to get up and do my workout and get it done, because if I don't, I get caught up in making breakfast and somebody needs me and I just lose sight of it, and I have to squeeze it in. I'll start talking about fast and easy meals. I will start talking about like packing food like into coolers for when we go on trips and things like that. And so all of my posts will kind of be centered around, things that we do as a family in the summertime, and getting ready for that and looking forward to that, and talking about how my health and fitness fits into that. So that's what I do each month. I create a challenge group. I create a theme. I decide when it's going to start. And then 2 weeks out, I always start posting and inviting. I start with a challenge group ad. And then every day in some way, I'll mention it and ask people if they want to join me. So like tonight, I shared a motivational quote, a motivational post, and it was Lisa TerKeurst, and I'm rereading Made to Crave. And there was something in there that really popped out and really just like spoke to me. And so I found the quote and I shared it and I talked about it. And then at the end, I talked about my challenge group and told people if they wanted to join me to message me. And so every day between now and May 16th, in some way, I will talk about or reference, something to do with summer, something to do with my fitness, and just share my story honestly and just lead by example. And so, that's where that morning workout post is really important. Me talking about how I fit it in, that my workouts are quick and easy and I can get them done and out of the way. Sharing pictures, sharing ideas, sharing meal planning tips and things like that. All those things that we're going to do inside the challenge group together, and just really kind of, I hate to use the word tease, but that I guess is what I'm doing. And then obviously I'll talk about Shakeology a couple times too. So that's my challenge group. And then once that starts, I will start recruiting and talking about coaching. I will make a shift to coaching. And I'll start sharing things. I'll continue my workout posts, continue sharing healthy meal tips and stuff like that. But I'll start talking about coaching and inviting to the 3-day sneak peek, which will start May 23rd. And then we'll do that coaching opportunity call at 8:30 on May 25th. And then I've got our team calls on Monday night. I really want to start doing more consistent team calls because I think that it will help us get to know each other better. And, I feel like you guys can ask questions here, whereas Melanie's calls are awesome and they're great. And I will always share those with you. But you can't ask questions. And sometimes she talks about things that don't really relate to like where we're at. And so I want to really start having more regular team calls. So this month I just wanted to talk about, or this week I wanted to talk about planning out our month. Next week we're going to talk about engaging challengers, running effective challenge groups. And then twice this month we're going to do our own live power hour. So that hopefully will help anybody who is maybe struggling to hit Success Club. And then later in the month, I wanted to talk about time management because I know that's a big issue for a lot of us. But I always aim personally for Success Club by the 10th. I actually aim for like Success Club 10 by the 10th. I don't always hit that, but that is my goal. I want to hit Success Club. I want to have that out of the way. I don't want to be worrying about it. And, honestly, guys, I find that a lot of coaches, once a brand new month starts over, they kind of let their foot off the gas, whereas I feel like it should be the other way. When the month starts, we should be like, I'm buckled down on my inviting. Like I'm following up like mad with everybody that I talked to last month that didn't commit to a challenge group. And I'm inviting at least 3 people every single day, following up with the people I invited before. And I'm locking it down. Like I am locking down Success Club because I want to be able to have that out of the way, to be able to move forward and really to be able to just not stress about it. And everybody can hit Success Club, by the middle of the month. I really believe that. It's just a matter of consistency. It's a matter of leading by example and inviting and following up and just doing those tiny little behaviors, that are going to help you get there. The last full week of May, I want to do in our team page a Go for No team challenge, and this is going to be something fun. I'll post like a daily team challenge, put it out there for you guys to do. Basically, our goal is going to see who can get the most no's, which seems kind of crazy, but you'll get the idea. And we'll have little giveaways and stuff like that. And that's just kind of to help you guys to get out there and just to get outside your comfort zone and invite, because that's the biggest. That was the biggest issue for me, was inviting when I first started as a coach. So, and then of course I put every week I listen to the National Wake Up Call, to the recording. I work out every single day and I post about it. I drink my Shakeology, I invite, and I do my personal development. So that's my calendar. Do you guys have any questions about that? Tracy, you're inviting to mine. Becca, what are you doing this month?
I am starting mine on the 9th.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have a theme? Did you do a theme?
I always have a theme, and this month my inspiration has not hit me. I'm hoping to get some inspiration in the next day.
Yeah.
And really start, advertising it that way. Because normally I'm on that, in my invites I'll say, I'm calling this my, Able and April challenge group. So.
And sometimes, like, I just sit down on Pinterest. I go to Pinterest and I'll type in like summer fitness or mom's summer fitness or, summer family, because just for me and where I'm at with my kids, and I kind of find inspiration there. So, that might be something that you do.
Okay. Obviously
using different search tools, but that's something that I do just to get ideas. And so I shared, this was the picture that I shared last night. I actually got this picture idea from someone else. It was on the internet. I don't even know who it was. It wasn't a coach, but I saw a picture of a mom with her kids. Anyways, and so that was just an image I put together on my phone. I used Photofy to do that really fast. I actually forgot that I needed to put out my challenge group ad yesterday. We had a crazy weekend, like a good weekend, but it was just busy. And so I was like, crap, I'll always start inviting 2 weeks out, and so it was 2 weeks yesterday. And Sunday nights are really good times to invite people and to post challenge group ads, to post your coaching announcement, because people have wound down from the weekend. They probably regret a whole lot of food choices that they made over the weekend. They're dreading Monday. It's just kind of a good time to engage people and to get people thinking. So I posted that last night. But I was going to share this. I wanted you guys to set goals for this month. And if you're in Coach Basics, you are doing that. And hopefully, other coaches are as well. And some of you guys have shared them with me. But my goals for the month are Success Club 10th by the 10th. Success Club 10 by the 10th. Obviously my daily power hour. And I put that in there, guys, because it's easy to overlook for me, because some days I'm on autopilot. I've just been doing this for so long, and I think, I've got it done. But then I'll get to bed at night and I didn't do my personal development, So I have to be intentional about that. And it is important. Those 10 minutes can make the difference between my confidence level and my mindset going into the next day, or, or sending out that invite. And so personal development is big, and I have to be conscious of that. I want to be ranked team leader. My income, I feel comfortable sharing this with you guys. I think it's important to share it with you guys. My goal for the month is to earn $2,000. I want 5 of my personally sponsored coaches to hit Success Club 5 at least, and I want to recruit 2 new working coaches. So that just gives you an idea of where I'm at in my business and what I'm working towards. Do I always hit these? No. Last month, I did not hit team leader, and I was bummed. I was really trying to do. But, that's what goals are for. They're to work. I don't know what it is. But they're just something to shoot for. And if I'm not working toward a goal, I'm not really focused. And that's something. I've never been a goal setter until I started coaching, and I started reading about it and actually putting it into practice. And so that's important for me and for all of us, I think. But so our strategy for May, and I posted this picture and you guys responded to it, but I'll get back to it. But our strategy for May. So for me, like I said, I am reading personal development. I'm actually reading 2. Leadership-wise, I'm reading the 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership by John Maxwell. My other one, I am not a business person by nature, so I have to really brush up on it and really learn that part of the business. And so I think I spelled entrepreneurial wrong. I was all hot mess today. Entrepreneurial Roller Coaster by Darren Hardy. I love anything by Darren Hardy. I was sitting here tonight just going through this, as I sat here and listened. I was listening to Melanie's call for a little bit, and I was looking at the things that I had underlined as a newer coach. And even today, they just blow me away. Darren Hardy is amazing. I'm signed up for his daily email. It's a really short email. He blasts out every single day, and it's very good. He's very, very good at teaching you just to be consistent and to basically just to show up, and just to show up and do it. So I will, I'll be inviting 3 people a day, following up with those people. I want to post more videos on my like page. I will probably do another giveaway towards the end of the month. That went really well last month for me. Obviously, I post my daily workout picture. I'll start talking about Memorial Day. That's one of the things that I'll talk about as I'm leading up to this May 16th challenge group. I'll probably talk about how, people kind of get off track. I may do the 3-day refresh after Memorial Day myself. I'll share some recipes and ideas for people, because I constantly want to be adding value. I think as a coach, it's easy to get caught up in Success Club points and, getting new coaches. And I easily lose focus of the fact that I really want to help people. There are people that come to my page every single day for just motivation or for a tip or a recipe. And those people will never, ever be my challengers. I know they won't. They'll never buy a challenge pack. They'll never join a challenge group. But in some way, I add value to their life. And I want to do that. I feel so I can so easily get drawn away from from the purpose that God has for me as a coach. And I don't want to be that way. I want to be very intentional. I want to always be posting, sharing something that can help someone in some way, even if they're never my challenger. And so I want to give things away, not like just give goodies away, but give tips and recipes away. Depending on time, I want to run a free group again. That went really well for me last month, running that Sugar Busters group. And I will probably talk more about that on another call at some point, but that free group worked out really well. They did it. They saw results, and I've already gotten some challenge pack sales for May from those people who want to continue. So that was a good business move for me. And for those that won't be challengers, they really got something out of it, and it didn't cost them a thing. Okay. And so I felt very purposeful in doing that. I talked about the Go for No challenge later in the month and the live team power hours. So that's kind of my strategy moving forward. My strategy for me and my strategy to help you guys to grow and to build your business and hit Success Club too. So our focus for May, and this was a picture that Melanie shared, and I shared it in our group, but our focus, we should all be doing these things. Okay. Set your challenge group start date. Some of you're inviting to mine, and that's good. That's great. It starts May 16th, but you've got to be talking about it. You've got to be doing your workouts. You've got to be leading by example and showing people that you're doing the workout programs and that you're drinking Shakeology, that you're meal planning and making healthy choices. And you got to be inviting to that challenge group. So if I posted once yesterday about my challenge group and I never mentioned it again, I'm probably not going to have anybody in that group. So every day I'm inviting people to that challenge group, at least 3 people for me. For some of you, it may be more. For some of you, it may be less. Add 3 to 5 new contacts every day. All you have to do is click add on your Facebook page or on your Instagram or whatever it is. Start following those people, or start watching the people who are following you that are consistently liking your posts and engaging there, and start inviting them. Post 3 to 5 times a day. Your workout photos should definitely be a daily post. Share recipes, talk about your family, work, your hobby. If you like to go golf, whatever, something totally not Beachbody related, include that in there every single day. And motivational quote, whatever, that's your 3 to 5 posts every single day. Personal development, we covered that pretty well. Be a product of the product. I know that as a coach, I don't have to wake up every single day and push play on a workout video. I could go, if my foot wasn't so well, I could go run some days, and that's good. I wish I could do that more. But, we should all be doing a workout program in some consistent manner. That's, like I said, doesn't have to be every single day. When I was running, I would skip it once or twice a week and just go run instead of doing my workout inside the house. And so that's fine, but we need to be doing a workout program. And we need to be starting one and finishing one and, sharing our results from that. That's how we are proof of the products. Are you drinking Shakeology? What flavor are you drinking? Talk about why you drink it. Talk about or share a recipe, share a Shakeology recipe. Talk about why you were hesitant to drink Shakeology. I was really hesitant in the beginning. I didn't buy it at first. I just bought the workout program. So I talk about those kinds of things and try to dispel people's fears and objections about Shakeology. And we all definitely should be aiming to hit Success Club by the 15th, like I said, so you don't have to worry about that and you're not like sitting on pins and needles at the end of the month and worrying if you're going to get there. And I think that everybody can add 2 new coaches to their team this month. It doesn't have to mean that you have 2 rockstar coaches who want to start posting and inviting, but we can add discount coaches or and hopefully maybe you guys will have some working coaches. If you know somebody that would be a good coach that would enjoy this, would enjoy the products, the discount, whatever it is, I think everybody can add 2 new coaches this month. And so that's my goal as well. But that's all I got for you guys. But I wanted to see if you had any questions about moving forward or about planning for the month.
You were just talking about 2 new coaches, and I have been working to switch over customers to coaches who've asked to do that and want to do that. And what I did was, I emailed them all a week before their Shakeology was to ship out to remind them of that, and then to let them know if they wanted to be a preferred customer that we would need to do it before then.
Yeah.
Okay. And am I right in understanding that if they do it after their Shakeology ships out, their discount can't go into effect for their Shakeology for the month of June? It won't be until July? When do they get their discount? Like whenever they sign up as a discount coach, when does their discount go into effect?
Well, if their Shakeology shipped out yesterday and they sign up today, I mean, technically they'll save it on their next shipment. So, so June, it would be June, whatever their next shipment is. So, like if their shakes ship out tomorrow and they signed up today, then technically they should get the discount on those shakes that ship out. But I've had challengers who, like, say their shake shipped out. That is so hard to say. Yesterday, and they called today, and they called customer service and explained, and they would give them the discount on it.
Oh, okay, good. I think I'm getting so confused about that, so I'm glad to know that.
No, like whenever they sign up, and so like Tracy, if you have a challenger who just signs up as a challenger, they buy a challenge pack, like you did. You switched to a coach, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So same thing. If they buy, I don't personally like to sign people up as coaches right away because I just don't. I like to give them the chance to just be a challenger to see if they like their shakes. And a lot of people do end up loving it, and a lot of people switch to a coach. But I feel like it's a hassle if they sign up as a coach from the get-go and they end up canceling their shakes. They have to cancel their coach account. I think it's kind of bad customer service personally. But I did do it a little bit when I was trying to reach Diamond, obviously. But I like to sign people unless you, like, I do give people the option. People who have tried Shakeology or they really want to find something that they can do every single day. And if I say, well, if you think you're going to drink these shakes for a while, you might as well just sign up as a discount coach, or a preferred customer, however you want to say it. And some people have chosen to do that on their own. So, but yeah, they can either switch to a discount coach, or we call it something. I always say discount coach. I probably should say preferred customer for those people who don't actually want to coach. But they can pay the $40 fee, which they'll have refunded if they bought a challenge pack, or they can sign up with another challenge pack. Just like you did, Tracy. Yeah. So, yeah, whenever they do that, they're good. They've got their discount.
All right, awesome.
Yeah.
Good.
Do you have any more questions, Becca?
I can't think of any off the top of my head right this second.
Okay. All right. I'm good. Tracy, you good?
Yep.
Do you have questions about your coach announcement or anything?
No, I'm working on it. I'll send it to you before.
Yeah, post it.
Like my introduction I did.
Yes, right. Yeah, that's
sad, and
yeah. I'm excited. That'll be good. All right.
I don't have a good picture. I gotta find a picture.
Well, that's Becca, what picture did you use? Well, I shared that today. I tagged you in those posts, didn't I, today, Tracy, with the examples of everybody's coaching announcement.
I saw yours. I didn't remember.
It was in our team page. I'll try to share that, Coach Basics, too. But it could be anything. It could be a picture of you out running. It could be a picture of you with your dogs. It could be a picture of whatever. Just as long as your face is in the picture.
Yeah.
Becca?
Yeah, were you asking about my picture that I used for my coaching announcement?
Yeah, you were just standing there, weren't you?
Yeah, I was just,
Yep.
I did a
I can remember.
pose. Superwoman pose.
I remember.
Oh, okay.
I got my Wonder Woman shirt on.
Oh, that's awesome.
Isn't that funny?
I didn't have a real before and after, so it was just like, this is what I'm doing.
See, I did have a before and after. I mean, it wasn't a huge difference, but you could tell a difference.
Yeah.
But if you don't, that's okay. I mean, like, you can just so long as it's you, people just want to see you. Okay. All right, guys. Well,
Thank you.
yes, thank you. I'll talk to you.